Walt Nauta, an aide to Donald Trump, pleaded not guilty on Thursday to federal charges related to the former president's alleged mishandling of classified documents. Nauta has been accused of helping Trump obstruct the Justice Department's investigation into the top secret records recovered from Mar-a-Lago last summer and then lying to investigators about it. CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins us now. Scott, remind us again of the role that Walt Nauta is alleged to have played in this drama.
He is very much charged as a co-conspirator, accused of joining the former president in an obstruction of a federal investigation. And what the prosecutors have detailed in their indictment is that Walt Nauta is accused of moving the boxes of those classified records around Mar-a-Lago, in essence, concealing a federal record. And his case has one distinguishing characteristic. He's also accused of lying to federal investigators while they were investigating this case, of sitting with the federal agents and telling them an untruth. That's according to the indictment. This prosecution in this case is very much a marathon, not a sprint. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a long distance to get to the finish line. And what's more, John, the case of Walt Nauta is a marathon that began with false starts. This was the third attempt to arraign Walt Nauta. He finally got the local attorney he needed for the process to happen.
So I will be captive of your metaphor. If this is a marathon, what is the next step, Scott, for Nauta and for Trump? And are they the same? Oh, gosh, is it a three-legged race? Are they tied together, or do they have different steps next for them in this race?
Now, they are conjoined here, John. Their next hearings are set for later this month, pre-trial hearings. There'll be a call on August 8th at 1:45 p.m. They even have the time down, Eastern Standard Time, to talk about the schedule and talk about the timetables moving forward. But there's a mirage on the horizon, John. August 14th is the set trial date from federal judge Eileen Cannon, a Trump appointee who's handling this case. That trial date is not going to happen. This thing's going to get pushed back by many months. Already, the special counsel, Jack Smith, is recommending a December trial date. Get this, a December 11th trial that goes 2 weeks. Guess where that ends up? And that likely won't take either. There are certain to be motions and challenges. This is all going to slide likely well into 2024, with the Iowa caucuses set for mid-January.
Oh, dear. Okay, let me switch topics here really quickly before I lose you, Scott. Are there any new details about this Taylor Taranto, the man arrested near former President Obama's Washington home? That you reported on it last night. Is anything new tonight?
There was a detention hearing today. It was inconclusive, John. The judge wants to hear more, wants to learn more from court services in Washington state, the state from which Taylor Taranto hails. So they're going to continue this thing a week from yesterday. It'll be on Wednesday, the 12th, in D.C. federal court. The allegations from last night, quick reminder, he was arrested outside former President Obama's home. A van was nearby, allegedly, with guns, ammo, and a machete. He was allegedly threatening a Maryland U.S. Commerce Department facility, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, and menacing Maryland Congressman Jamie Raskin and an elementary school in Maryland in the process. That's all been presented to the judge, but here's the catch. Taylor Taranto right now is charged only with 4 January 6th misdemeanors. It's a high bar to clear to hold somebody in detention for a long period of time when he's charged with a misdemeanor. I'll note this, though, John, he is in jail pending that detention hearing next week.
Scott MacFarlane with all the details. Thank you very much, Scott.